And hello everyone, welcome to another iRacing video with myself, Babylon. This week we're at Watkins Glen International, which, while it's an old circuit, it's a new circuit to iRacing because it's been re-laser scanned, whatever you call it. Right, let me get this on. It's a rolling start, so we're halfway through the rolling lap. Let me get this started. I've also been requested to do the first couple of laps from a cockpit view, so you get an idea of what it's like. So, as you see, I'm sat in the car. Right, let me get this started and we'll go through this. So yeah, it's week 2 of the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge, which is a GT4/touring car season, event, championship, whatever you want to call it. I'm in the green and white car. You can't see our switch door outside view in a moment. As I said, it's a rolling start.
26 Celsius.
Here we go. We're off. I qualified in P9, I think. Why this guy was going so slow, I don't know, but caused me to be very wary. Now, you see a load of cars just went past me. That's because I'm being extra careful this week. Because if you watched last week's video, you know I caused a 22 car pileup, and I shouldn't laugh about it because it's not funny. It was, but it's not funny. But I got an official warning for that. Someone complained about it. There was an investigation, and I was I rejoined the track in a dangerous manner, is what I got charged with. So I have an official warning against my profile. If I have too many in one season, then I suffer a week ban, which I don't want. So I've been a little extra careful this week. I've also been playing with my traction control. You will actually just notice the bottom left-hand corner of the dash, it was green, is now turned blue. So for the first half of the lap, I had traction control turned on because the tyres were cold. I've just turned it into blue, and very soon I'll turn it off completely because the tyres are warmed up by then. But I discovered in practice, it does help to turn traction control on when your tyres are cold. There's less chance of you going and spinning the wrong direction. So as I said, I started P9. It's a 25 car grid. There's a mixture of GT4 cars. I'm in the BMW M4 GT4 and touring cars. If you look at the relative timer in the bottom left, that's that guy who started really slow for some reason. At the top of that relative timer, there's like a linear map of the track. So we're the yellow dots and the blue dots are the touring cars. Right, I'll switch it to the TV camera. Now the fun is over, and talk through the rest of it. So as I said, I'm in the green and white Razorbacks BMW. Because I've got a sponsorship for this season, which is the Razorbacks Armour Community. Blatant plug out. If you're into mil sims or like that sort of stuff, go and check them out. So it's Watkins Glen, which is a circuit, again, sort of familiar with it. Definitely played it in the Gran Turismo days. It's probably been a few years since I've actually raced on this track, but it didn't take me long to get sort of back into it. I qualified. I actually didn't have a brilliant qualification because on my outlap, I went past the white line coming out of the pits and got a black flag immediately. So rather than an out and a 2 quick, I basically only had 1 quick. That's my excuse anyway. So I qualified, I think it was a 2:08 something. Guy in pole was a 2:05, so again, that 3-second gap that seems to haunt me. Now, I had a really good race with another guy, Ian Malson, who's currently 3 cars ahead of me. He was in a Porsche, I remember that. See, I think it's the red and white Porsche, just gone out at the bottom of the screen there. We had a really good race. You'll see it unfold, I won't spoil it. I did have an off-track there, so a 1-point incident. It's a 30-minute race, which is about 15 laps. Again, because I had a really awful race last week, not the one that was videoed. I did do 2 races because I couldn't broadcast the one that was videoed because I got disqualified on lap 1, 2, can't remember. So because I had an awful race, I've been a bit weary because I want to make sure I don't lose too many safety rating points and things like that because I don't want to get demoted. And I'm also very aware my top times are nowhere near the speed. We'll put it this way, in free practice, the best I can manage after about an hour and a half of practicing was a 2:07, sorry, a 1:57. 02, I think it was. A very, more or less 1:57. There was a guy doing 1:53s. It's just making me look useless. So, yeah, I mean, that's 5 seconds, or 4 seconds. And I'm thinking to myself, where the hell am I going to get 4 seconds from? There was 1 or 2 little corners I was probably could be quicker in. 4 seconds, dude. Come on. I was running a medium downforce setup. And I did notice on the fast section, so from here, for the next sort of 4 or 5 corners, it's flat out. And I was generally pulling away slightly from the Porsches. Either because I've got more horsepower or because I was running a lower downforce. Maybe they were high downforce. I don't know. But 4 seconds? Come on, we're there. That's just ridiculous. So the guy behind me, Manfred, is desperately trying to overtake me. And I'm not making it too easy for him. Obviously, at the same time, being very aware I don't want to crash into him either. So if he does dive down the inside, I've got to be very careful of that. So he goes for a dive now. I am giving him space. He's got the shorter line, so he's going to get out of that. But I'm still not giving up yet. And he's got me. So that puts me in, well, not last, because there's a guy way behind me. 2 guys way behind me, actually. Looking at the linear map thing. But I'm at the back of the front pack. So the guy behind me is now in a touring car, which is not considerably slower, but yeah. They don't have as much grunt as we do. But in the more technical sections, they're about equal. But once you get onto the straights, then yeah, the GT4 cars have got a lot more power. So I'm trying to catch back up with Manfred. I don't know what the GS is on the back of the car. They've all got it. If someone wants to tell me what that means, I have no idea. Whether it's just telling the cars behind that we're quicker, I have no idea. So Watkins Glen, it's a new track technically because it's a new laser scanned for 2022, 2021, 22. So it's bang up to date with the latest version of it. It is a track I remember playing, certainly in Gran Turismo 2, maybe 4. Don't think I've played it in too many other games apart from that. But I say, it didn't take me long to get into the flow of it and learn it. Even though I'm still 4 seconds slower than the quickest guy. 4 seconds. It's a good track, I like it. It's plenty of high-speed sections, plenty of technical sections. If you get a good exit out of a corner, then yeah, you've got a good chance to overtake. It's not like one of these horrible, tight, windy tracks where you just can't overtake. What I've also got this week added to the relative timer screen in the bottom left is the last lap time. So you'll see there next to just to the right of the license class. For example, in the middle they got 1:59.583. That was my last lap time. Just about to come up to cross the line. So hopefully it's quicker than that. Yeah, 1:58, so there you go, and just knocked a second quicker there. I think my quickest lap was a 1:57, so roughly where I was qualifying, or where I was practicing. But you can see the guy in front of me, Manfred's on a 1:56. So yeah, that's not too good. So there's 2 cars off, they collided with each other. And that's put Michelin in front of me now. For the rest of the race, pretty much, me and Ian had a good little race. I did manage to overtake him a couple of times and him back to me. So that's put me possibly in P7. I mean, I have to admit, you see people crashing and you think, oh, idiots. But in sim racing, it's not that easy to see what's going on around you. You know, you've got a static screen. I'm a lucky person, I've got a triple screen. Even then, you don't really get to see what's going on directly to your right and slightly behind you. I do race with a race radar, which sort of gives me like a coloured image on the screen, tells me where the other cars are. But it still makes it very, very difficult to judge where they are, if you're leaving them enough space, blah, blah, blah. And all it takes sometimes is a car to be slightly in your blind spot and they dab a brake and that's it, you're going straight into them. So yeah, when you see accidents, it's not always, red and white, it's not always easy to see. Sometimes it's just unlucky that it's happened. Other times it's because one guy has been a complete idiot and crashed 22 other cars. Okay, right, we're watching myself and as I'm trying to catch Ian up. Let me switch a few of the camera views so we can see what's going on. I noticed from last week's video that I had the mirrors turned off in the replay, so I've turned them on this week. You can see now I'm catching Ian a little bit. 0.5 of a second behind him. I was 1.5 seconds at the beginning of that previous lap. So I'm thinking, okay, let's put the pressure on him. I got a really good exit out of the first corner, so I'm probably going to catch him a little bit. I'm also now getting into his draft, so I should get a bit of a toe off him. Yeah, definitely catching him up there a little bit. Into the bus stop chicane. Then into the big sweeping right-hander. Just playing with the throttle to get it round, and then on the throttle. Down into the boot section, so there's a sharp left. Down into the back hairpin, which is an uphill right-hander. Gotta watch your traction control. I got a much better exit than him. Just got to get this one good now so I don't overcook it. Got it spot on. Now this one's on a high camber, so it's very easy to lose the back end on this corner. And then coming up now to the start-finish straight. I'll switch back to TV view so we can see what Ian's doing. So I've got past Ian's, put me up into 6th, I think. But even though I'd obviously took nearly 2 seconds off Ian on that previous lap, he put the pressure straight back on me. Fair dues to him, he was straight on me. So mentally I'm trying to think, ignore him. Don't worry about the mirrors, just put your head down. I know I was doing quicker laps than him, or just slightly quicker laps than him. So as long as I don't make any foo-bars, then I should be okay. Keyword there, should. So you can see now he's right back on my tail, 0.3 of a second. He's going to be getting the draft off me as well. But I know there's 1 or 2. This is the corner he fluffed it on last time, and he didn't do too good that time either. So I know there's 1 or 2 corners I'm quicker than him. But I also notice there's 1 or 2 corners he's quicker than me. You can go over the yellow line on that corner without getting penalised. I don't know why, but you can. So, yeah, he's half a second behind me. He's just on the edge of my drafting. Coming down to the start-finish straight. You gotta get that corner spot on. I didn't. I went over the white line, but so did he, because he's obviously following me. If you can get that corner spot on, then you get... Because this next section is flat out. All this left, right, and then down this bit, it's all flat out. So if you get it right, you get a lot more speed coming down this straight. But he's in my toe now, so he's going to go for a dive, possibly, into the bus stop. Now he thinks twice as on this lap. It's just as well, because there's only room for 1 car going in there. This long right sweeping right-hander, you just tap in the accelerator and then full throttle to get out of it, down into the boot hairpin. Well, the boot left-hander, and then into the hairpin, the back hairpin. So coming downhill into the back hairpin now, it's an uphill right-hander. It's because you're going uphill, you can get on the throttle really early. Just got to watch your back end. Now, this next right-hander, I can never quite get it right. And I was aware that he was quicker than me at this corner. Yeah, I would say I was way off, and he's right up now on me, 0.1 of a second. So he's, showing himself in my mirrors to say, I'm here. I'm thinking, I know. On to the start-finish straight. Didn't get that one as good as I could. He's now going to be putting the pressure right on me. I wasn't too sure if he was going to go down the inside there. Said I don't want to do what happened 4 laps ago with those other 2 cars and just touch his car, because that will take us both off. So I'm sticking to the racing line thinking, you want to get past me? You're going to have to do the hard work. Braking hard into the bus stop, down 1 gear. Cutting the corners as much as you dare. But he's definitely putting the pressure on me now, and I can feel it. So I've got to keep as cool as I can so I don't make any mistakes. We're 27 minutes through the race, so probably 4 laps left. I got a better exit on that one. Coming up to that corner, I struggled with it. I couldn't quite get it right. Although I got a good exit on that one. It's an off-camber corner, that left-hander we just went round, and you can feel the back end constantly twitching as you go around it. Remember this, I'm driving a BMW, so it's a rear-wheel drive car. Well, he's in a Porsche, which is rear-wheel drive. He's also got the engine hanging off the back as well. At least I've got my engine in a good place. Sorry, I'm just not a massive fan of Porsches. They are good, they are quick. I've just never liked them. So just under 2 minutes to go. Lap 12 complete. Pretty sure there's 3 laps, maybe 2. So I've pulled ahead slightly now, nearly a second ahead of him, so I got a good exit down that straight, so plenty of grunt in the M4. Just making me think now, right, just chill out, just try and relax. Don't make any mistakes. Keeping that 0.8 of a second, so just under a second ahead of him. I knew that I was quicker, or could be quicker than him. But say when he was, it's different when you're trying to catch someone. You are. It does give you the incentive to push. Oh, a bit twitchy there as I went around there. Got a McLaren just ahead of me, 2.5 seconds. So I'm also now thinking I'm catching the guy in front. He might have damage. 30 minutes is just up. I'm looking for the white flag. Is he going to see it? Start, finish. Didn't see it. So I don't know if that was the last lap. I couldn't see the guy. So Ian's back up to half a second behind me. He's going to push, I think now. He realizes this is probably the last chance to go for it, so he's got to really go for it. Said I'm in 6th place. I can see the guys ahead thinking, Jesus, if they make a big mistake, we could be on for a podium. So Ian's right on my arse now, 0.2 second. Caught me right up. Coming into that dodgy corner, which is on the off camber. Oh, I've lost it! Oh no! Trying too hard, pushed too hard into it and lost the rear end. Luckily no serious damage, just a bit of a sort of dent to the ego. Pretty sure the white flag is out, if I can remember now. I can't even see where the guy is with the flag, but I'm pretty sure the white flag was out on that lap. So this is the last lap now. I've got to just go for it. Can I catch him back up and get him? That is the question. Coming down into the boot section, 2.5 seconds behind him, so this is unlikely, but let's give it a go. Whoa, nearly lost it on the back hairpin. I think my tyres are a bit worse for wear, let's just say that. That horrible left-hander I lost it on the previous lap. I've also got it now in my mind thinking, Jesus, these tyres are going. I'm losing it on corners I weren't losing it on. Well, that dude wasn't wearing a flag, so must be another 2 laps to go. Let's see if I can catch him then. Flat out all the way down here. So the BMW has definitely got the advantage on a straight line speed over the Porsche. But I think the Porsche's got the advantage in the corners. Through the bus stop. Into this tricky little right-hander. You just got to sort of tease the throttle. I went in a little bit too quick. Also, where I said the tyres are not going too brilliantly at the moment. Coming down into the boot. He's now 3 seconds ahead of me. He's actually pulled away slightly. Okay, there's the white flag, so last lap. That was definitely a bit longer than 30 minutes. I'm also glad I put a bit more fuel in than I originally planned to. Because if I'd gone my original plan, I think 14 gallons I was going with, I would have run out by now. So I put 17 gallons in the end. Glad I did that. Gallons, litres, I don't know. One of those two. 17 gallons seems an awful lot. As I said, last lap, I'm fairly safe. There's 30 seconds to the guy behind me. In fact, the actual guy behind me is 39 seconds. So I'm not worried about that. So I'm just now going to do the best and push as hard as I can. Where my tyres are a little bit off, I've got 2.5 seconds, so I've got half a second off him there. Half a lap to go. Can I get any closer? For once in the race, I got a good corner there. Coming up to the left-hander, I lost it on. Down to 2 seconds, so I've caught him right up. Is it going to be enough, though, with 2 corners to go? 1.5 seconds, caught him up a bit more. 1 second, just not good. Oh, that's it. Oh, wow. That was a good race, Ian. I did say thank you afterwards, and you enjoyed it too. Yeah, well done, everyone. Wow, that was intense. Well, here we go. So, started P9, finished P7. I thought that was a pretty good race. It was clean. Only 3 incident points. 2 of them were going off the track, and one of them was going into the barrier. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Give us a like and subscribe if you don't mind. This gets me old numbers going and everything. And otherwise, yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and see you all again soon. Bye now.